A local elementary school community mourns as police investigate the death of one of the school's students.
Another sunny, dry, and warm week ahead across East Alabama. We'll look for some rain coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. Piedmont police are investigating the death of 10-year-old Catherine Bigby, a student at Piedmont Elementary School who's believed to be a murder victim. In a social media posting on Sunday, faculty and staff described Catherine as a sweet little girl who brought smiles, kindness, and a bright light to our halls each day. Friday night at 10:51, police received a call about a missing juvenile. Officers went to the residence where they found a deceased juvenile inside the home. As a result of that investigation, another juvenile has been taken into custody and charged with murder. Piedmont Police Chief Nathan Johnson called this an active and ongoing investigation. Due to the nature of the case and the involvement of juveniles, he said, no further details about the investigation can be released at this time. The school's Facebook posting on Sunday asked the public to keep Catherine's family, friends, and the school community in their thoughts and prayers. Grief counselors will be available at the school to support students and staff as they navigate this loss together. An Etowah County man was killed Sunday afternoon near Heflin when his motorcycle ran into a pickup truck. State troopers identified the victim as 24-year-old Chancellor Perkins of Rainbow City. Officials say his motorcycle hit a pickup being driven by a Georgia man, throwing Perkins from the motorcycle. He was pronounced dead at the scene of that accident on Alabama Highway 281, about 10 miles southwest of Heflin. The cause of the accident is under investigation by state troopers. Local officials say they had nothing to do with the recent deportation of a French woman whose husband died shortly after their marriage. That story and more when we return.
Spring into freshness at WM. Celebrate the season with our bountiful selection of farm fresh produce. From juicy berries to crisp greens, taste the flavors of spring at WM. Visit us today and let the freshness bloom in every bite.
Hi, my name is Edith Couch, and I'm a patient at Good Hydrations. Well, I've known Dr. Sneed, and I've known the people at CARES ever since I moved here from Atlanta. And so I had told him about my infusions that I got because I went all the way to Birmingham. These are friends, and they're also very caring people. They asked me questions, asked me what I wanted, told me what they had to offer, what they thought would be best for me given my health situation. And so I've been coming here ever since the first trial one that I did with them.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
Anniston City officials released a statement denying any involvement in the arrest of Marie-Therese Ross, an 85-year-old widow who was taken from her Anniston home earlier this month by the Department of Homeland Security. The Anniston Police Department did not execute any warrant, did not arrest Mrs. Ross, and did not participate in the action that resulted in her detention, according to the statement from City Hall. The story of Mrs. Ross received national attention last week when she was sent back to France after spending 16 days in federal immigration custody. DHS officials claimed that she had overstayed her visa after moving to Anniston a year ago to marry a retired U.S. soldier whom she met when he was stationed in her home country in the 1960s. He died of natural causes in January, and she had told neighbors that she planned to return to her home country after settling his estate. Anniston police said they had 2 conversations with Mrs. Ross in recent weeks, but neither of those was reported to federal authorities. Officers learned from a neighbor on April 1st that Mrs. Ross had already been taken into custody by the DHS. While parts of East Alabama did get some rainfall over the weekend, it was not enough to lift the statewide fire alert that was issued last week by the Alabama Forestry Commission. Officials said today that the fire danger remains on high alert. The northern half of the state is classified as a high fire danger, while the southern half has increased to a very high fire danger classification. Many local cities, such as Anniston, Oxford, Jacksonville, and others, remain under an outdoor burning ban and are refusing to issue any burning permits. State officials say the dry conditions create the potential for fires to escape easily and spread rapidly, taking longer and more firefighting resources to contain. Fast-moving wildfires not only destroy property and forests, but they also threaten the lives of citizens and endanger firefighters. John Holder will be along later in this newscast to tell us when some beneficial rainfall might make its way into East Alabama. When we come back, local residents are invited to share the right stuff at a park that's already a part of history.
For 50 years, Waldrop Metal Buildings has proudly delivered American-made metal buildings, barns, and carports across the Southeast. Now we're celebrating by giving back all year long with monthly giveaways as a thank you to our customers. Visit our Facebook page to enter and be part of the celebration. Waldrop Metal Buildings, real, American-made steel.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit us at any one of our 5 locations in Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln.
Anniston will host a Little Yellow Journal Tour event on Tuesday from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. in the historic Mural Park at the West Anniston Gateway. The program at the park, which is located at 416 West 15th Street, will celebrate 30 years of storytelling in nature with this journal project. Nature's Sacred Little Yellow Journal Tour encourages participants to slow down, reflect, and connect with nature through a guided journaling activity. All the journaling supplies will be provided, and attendees can enjoy snacks and refreshments while spending time with neighbors and friends in one of Anniston's historic community spaces. Mural Park is located within the West 15th Street Historic District, a once thriving commercial and social center for African Americans during an era of deep segregation. Improvement work has begun on the parking lot at Michael Tucker Park, Anniston's trailhead for the Chief Ladiga Trail. During this work, temporary parking will be available during park operating hours in the gravel lot at the western end of the park. Visitors entering through the main entrance should continue straight, and the temporary parking area will be on the left. This parking lot closure will remain in place until further notice, according to city officials. And now, John Holder's in the EAN Weather Center with our local forecast.
Mike, the weather across East Alabama is going to heat up once again. We've got more 80s on the way. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama next.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
A gorgeous spring day across East Alabama. Here's the EAN weather cam on Quintard Avenue in Anniston. Do you see any clouds? I don't see any. Blue sky today, plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the mid-70s today, just about a perfect spring day. 76 for the high today. That is exactly our average. We had a cold morning this morning, down to 39. That is 13 degrees below the average for this time of year, but that is about to change. Not before we have one more cool night across East Alabama. We've got temperatures that will drop down into the 40s for most folks once again, but instead of upper 30s and low 40s, we'll be in the upper 40s tonight. Certainly no chance of rain across the region tonight. Tomorrow, another spectacular spring day. We have had a beautiful spring this year all across East Alabama, and that's going to continue this week. Tomorrow, sunshine. Middle of the morning, we're at 60 degrees. Very nice and comfortable. By lunchtime tomorrow, a perfect 75 degrees again with plenty of sunshine. And we're back in the 80s again tomorrow afternoon, hitting 82 degrees in the middle of the afternoon at about 3 o'clock. Here's the 7-day forecast. We're trying to find some rain, and we think we found some, but it's going to be a while in getting here. 82 for the high for the next couple of days, 83 on Thursday. We're back to summertime on Friday, 85 for the high. All of these days will be totally dry. Nighttime lows getting back into the 50s, mid-50s on Wednesday and Thursday, upper 50s on Friday. Maybe as early as overnight Friday night, we're going to bring back our next chance of rainfall. We need some. We're going to show you in just a moment just how little we got over the weekend. But we do have higher rain chances coming for Saturday and for Sunday. A 60% chance of rain Saturday, a 50% chance of rain Sunday. Could be a little thunder involved here. That's going to increase the rain amounts. Right now, we don't think this is a severe weather threat, but we do think the rainfall amounts are going to be heavier with this system than what we had over the weekend. 82 for the high Saturday, 81 on Sunday. If you've got outdoor plans, we would suggest to watch the weather carefully. This will not be an all-day washout. It doesn't look like severe weather, but there could be a passing shower at any time on Saturday and Sunday. All of this clears out of here. Another nice day next Monday. Upper 70s, nighttime lows over the weekend. The early part of next week will be in the low 60s. We did have a little bit of rainfall here in East Alabama Saturday night and early on Sunday morning. Most of the rain in Alabama was up in the northwest part of the state. Here in East Alabama, these rainfall amounts, as you can see, very, very light. Only a quarter inch or less. A lot of folks receiving a tenth of an inch or less. Just not much rainfall. Maybe just enough to kind of wet things a little bit, and that was about it. Down here in southeast Alabama, where we are in an extreme drought, they didn't get anything, so they're badly in need of rainfall. The drought rages on. The small amount we received here on Saturday night, not going to do anything to alleviate the drought situation. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with your Tuesday weather at a glance. Coming up after the break, Mike will be back with more EAN local news.
Discover the elegance of fine jewelry at Couch's Jewelers. From timeless diamonds to stunning gemstones, every piece is crafted to perfection. Experience the quality in person. Your next treasure awaits. Visit us today in Anniston.
Thanks for watching East Alabama Now Local News. We do appreciate all your support. Please like and subscribe to see more local news for your area. We'll see you back here Tuesday for your news on your schedule.